Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading with the Esoteric Empire. So obviously this is a weekly reading. We're going to get into your oracle message. We're going to get into the weekly spread and just see what events are going to be going down for you during this week. Alright, so we have Life Restored, Priestess of the Phoenix. Beautiful, beautiful. This is actually... all of the cards have this on the back of them. So you have like a very, very powerful energy during this week. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. So this is, especially in spirituality, this is a very known concept, I would say, as far as becoming the phoenix and what that means. And typically that is related to the Scorpio energy. But you, Taurus, are experiencing this. And this comes after a lot of turmoil. Turmoil? Yeah. It comes after a lot of turbulence in your life. So this is not something that just happens just because. This is like something that has been going on for a minute for you, and you're finally blossoming and becoming stronger from everything you've been through, going through the fire and being purified from it. We have the Nine of Swords here. It came out sideways, so this is letting me know that because of all the stuff that you're going through, you may feel like everything is just not working out. You may feel very stressed. You may feel, for some of you, like paranoid almost. So I want you to be very careful with what you're feeling. I want you to acknowledge what you're feeling. But understand that this is the week where you either stay in that hellish state or you rise out of hell, okay? We got the Five of Pentacles. So a lot of you, you're worried about financial woes. A lot of you are going through some financial issues. And financial issues for a Taurus is maybe not the same as financial issues for someone else. But being that stability is very important to you, this could be very daunting on your spirit. And it also could be a reflection of how things are working or not working out in your life right now. I also, on a deeper level, Five of Pentacles to me, if you do any type of spiritual work or rituals, you need to be getting on that this week. It's going to be a really good time for you to be doing that. Spiritual protection, success rituals, you know, clarity, meditation, whatever you do, you need to start getting onto that now. All right. So we have you basically, the reason why all of this stuff is falling down is because it's supposed to. The problem is you're holding on to things that are falling. You're trying to stay in a falling tower instead of finding a way out of that tower. You know what I mean? So you can safely get away. You want to fall with it. Things are falling in your life for a reason. So I don't want you to be afraid of that. But you staying in that and all of the bricks are falling on top of your head, of course you're going to feel like your life is in danger. But you have to find a way to get out of it. There's no reason to stay in a building that's being demolished. Temperance. Okay, so it could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but I feel like this has more to do with being compulsive. With being impulsive. This has more to do with the decision making that you've been going through within your life, and anger for some of you, blowing up, not feeling like you have control over your energy, being influenced or being under the influence is a really big issue here. Something that I'm seeing, whether it's a person, a substance, triggers, something involving that. Life is, this is trippy. Okay, so I'm seeing someone looking out into like the open, and it's like the sky is there, but it's like the face of God is looking at you and you see one eye. So look how my face is like this. Imagine if the whole sky was just one big face and God is looking at you like, do you know I can see you? Like one eye. And I don't know what that means to you, but that's the image I'm getting. God is basically making everything fall apart for you so that you can start over, because things are, it's too much shit piled upon shit, piled upon shit. That's the best way I can put it. And it's also to humble you, to make you see that like this is so much bigger than you. Life is so much bigger than a lot of the issues you're going through. And if you don't believe me, let me just swipe them out of the way for you. So all the things that you want to hold on to are really just problems that God is like about to just move out of your life. But because it's been a long time coming it may feel really scary. It may. But you have to be calm and just get out of the situation. Move out of the way, Taurus, okay? And I know that can be difficult for you because you're Taurus. You're very determined. But some things you just got to let go, all right? After this happens, though, I do see manifestations happening within your career, your projects that you're working on, things that you're being creative in. A lot of things are coming together. So whatever you've been trying to do, whether it's trying to get a promotion or it could be getting more clients, making more money, maybe becoming more organized within whatever you do, whatever it is, you are going to be seeing that come about this week, okay? You got this Nine of Swords. You gotta stop worrying. I need you to stop worrying, Taurus. This is really when it's gonna start to kick in. This energy of you feeling and thinking too deep about stuff and staying up at night worrying about things. You gotta find a healthy way to deal with that, or it's not going to be a good thing for you. I promise. I promise. That's a promise. So, what exactly has you worried? Because even in the midst of good things, you're still worried about something else. Like something else is taking over the good times for you. Nine of Wands. More nines. It's so many nines here. So it's about what you're attracting, and it's also about you just feeling like you can't keep up. You may be really restless, and I think a lot of this deals with you staying up at night, like insomnia, or it could be that you're not resting your mind. When it's time for you to go home and to relax, you're doing stuff you don't need to do. You're doing things that's causing you to have more of a frantic energy about yourself. And that's not even you. None of this seems like your energy, Taurus. This is you in embodying this weird energy that's not you. Within your home, this is going to be a random message. I need you to clean up your house. I need you to, and the reason why it could be different for many people, but for me, I would find whenever things were just chaotic or when things are just not feeling right or if I'm sad, cleaning up helps. I think it has something to do with just like you having, like your environment reflects your mindset. And I think a lot of what's going on is you have too many energies around you. You could also need to do a spiritual cleansing as well. Also, taking pictures. I don't know, maybe for someone that's therapeutic, you might want to do that. And also the people within your home. You need to see if their energy is rubbing off on you, because I feel like there's people within your home, whether they need to be there or not. You need to figure out what's going on with that, because there's something within your home that needs to be disinfected. Like, I don't know if it's a person that doesn't need to be there, or if it's like you need to do a spiritual cleansing on your home. That's the message I'm getting, okay? So I think at the end of this 7 days, you start to get a little less emotional and you start to look at things like yes or no. So there will be a question asked of yes or no. We have the King of Cups here. You need to be very honest. Just be honest with yourself. Now, the King of Cups definitely does promote an energy of being not as uptight. It's a very generous type of energy. It's a very charming type of energy. But it also is about being honest. And sometimes being honest, you do have to be charming, because sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. But at this time, you are going to be getting an answer. And it could be from a Cancer or about a Cancer. Outside of that, I am seeing... Okay, so we have some things here. So it's about getting things in order, like a partnership situation, whether it's working with someone or having to cooperate with another person to make things move smoothly. So that's why that charming energy could be here. Like, you need to be honest, but also try to be fair and helpful if you can. Then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which means you're also trying to become more clear on what needs to be done. So not focusing on the stuff that is sparkly and looks like a good thing, but the things that really need to be worked on right now in your life emotionally. And then we have Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which leads me to believe that you're putting in too much effort into the wrong things and you need to rearrange your routine. So I think a lot of you are going to be writing things down. Some of you, if you do tarot readings, you're going to be getting yes or no answers. You're going to be asking those sort of questions. I feel like a lot of things are about to start turning around for you. And I think this is the time, even though, remember I said it does seem scary when you go to that Phoenix stage to get there, because you have to demolish and purify everything with fire. And sometimes that's anger, sometimes that's destruction. But that's what has to be done in order to move towards this next level. And that's where the life restored energy is coming from. So your life literally has to fall You know, the thing, and it's crazy because you have a lot of good things here, but other parts of your life that you're so connected to that you don't want to let go, that is falling, and you just have to get to that point where you see that it's done, it's finished. um Once you get to that point where you can really see it like that, and you're like, well, shit, that's true, like I'm looking at it with my two eyes, like it doesn't exist anymore, then you can start to really develop and start to try to heal yourself and take ownership of the state of your emotional self, and really start to move forward in fixing that, balancing it out, putting your time into the right things, and adding things into your routine that are going to be helpful and beneficial to your growth. All right, Taurus, so that's your weekly reading. This is going to be a very big week for you, but you got this. Come back to this reading when you start to feel sporadic, okay? If you feel like you don't know what to do, you don't feel like anyone is there to help you, come back to this reading, seriously. So you can just get back on track mentally. It's going to be a lot of mental strengthening during this week, okay? If you want to see more weekly readings and keep up with your progress, you can like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. I go live every single Sunday, so if you want to be here for that, all you have to do is subscribe so that you are made aware of, when I go live. But with that being said, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Taurus.